ever just cringe when they put all your stuff back in the cart? Because I'm kind of cringing and hoping that everything is okay. Okay, since it's so hot here, I'm gonna do a quick video in the vehicle of everything, and then I'm gonna rush and put everything away so it stays cool. I got a block of cheese to shred or cut up with crackers and salami, some raspberries, strawberries. These were actually good prices at Costco. They aren't always. Feta cheese was on sale. I'm gonna use that in a pasta salad this week. My kids love this. Basically kind of like a Chipotle chicken. Well, that's what it's called actually, but it's not super spicy. It actually is kind of too spicy for me, but it's not super spicy. Blackberries. This was on clearance, this sweet and sour coleslaw for 97 cents. So I think we'll just add some mayonnaise to it and my son will really like it. Got a high protein quick snack. These were medium, but I just wanted to try them because I've been on a beef stick kick. And then, hey Justin, will you put these away now? Popsicles, we owe popsicles to my softball team because if they get 5 runs in an inning, then they earn popsicles. But those could be melted just from coming home. So I'll have Justin put those away. I'm going to cook this with some zucchini and probably maybe some potatoes and peppers and onions and some ground sausage. So I got those, but I got to use those quickly as well or else they'll go bad. These are my husband just requested these. Do you remember, Just?
What?
Dark chocolate covered acai and blueberry. Yep, Costco had them. They're still expensive, but you asked for them. You don't ask for much. They had these Michigan cherry barbecue chips. I don't really care for those. My family likes them. These were new. They are a beef tallow chip, right? No seed oils or anything like that. That's good. I have decided I'm going to start only eating these instead of corn chips because corn chips don't agree with me. I'm taking a meal to somebody tomorrow who has young kids, and so I thought these would be good. She could use for breakfast. Gluten-free pizzas for us. A gallon of milk, which was really expensive today. So I don't know if milk's going up or if it's just a fluke. These are also, I'm taking Polish and hot dogs to that family with some other things. So anyways, those are going with them as well. I haven't had these forever, and so we bought those. They're kind of expensive, but you get 30 bags, and all my kids can eat them except one, so that's nice. These are for me. I'm going to make some breakfast burritos this week. And then these, the ingredients are so nice, but they're uncooked, and you keep them in the refrigerator. But literally, the ingredients are wheat flour, filtered water, canola oil, salt, sugar. That's it. So, awesome. I just have to cook them, and we can use them for tacos or anything. Over there, I got a bunch of cottage cheese, peppers, a couple things for my mother-in-law over there, and then Greek yogurt is ours. I'm going to do some chia seed things and stuff like that. I did buy a little bit at Kroger. I some chickpea pasta, dairy-free yogurt, coconut yogurt for my daughter, and just a couple other small things. But there's that, and then lastly, in the trunk here, junk. Some body wash was on sale. I got Z-bars here. They were also on sale. We haven't had those forever. A couple of my kids can eat them. Needed kitchen bags. My husband's been out of this for a while and requested these as well. And they were actually on sale. like $7 off or something as well. He puts that in his coffee and it seems to help him. Propel, it's gonna be like in the 90s here. So I'm buying some things with electrolytes that are kind of a treat. Freezer quart bags, Journey loves guacamole. And we haven't had it for a little bit either, so I got those. Here is ham for just lunch meat. If we do that this week, I have all my potatoes and onions in here and a sack of lemons. And I did buy salami. It was like, well, I call it salami, but beef summer sausage. And then this was on sale, and this is, you know, I got a teenage boy who's in football, and sometimes you just need to spray some of that equipment down. This was on sale. I mean, I never buy these kind of things, but you make exceptions. And then I got applesauce containers. Some of those are for us. Some of those are going to that young family I'm taking a meal to because they requested snacks. I also got, there's body armors probably under there. So that was my Costco haul. And so I will divvy it up and we will see what the damage was. Getting some meal prep done here. Don't mind this loveliness. We had a 3-hour softball camp this morning where one child overheated and it was really hot. And then when I got home, I decided to go out in the garden for about an hour in the heat of the day. And so now, after resting a little bit after that, I've not taken a shower or anything yet because I still need to go back out because there's so much more to do. With the heat and the rain, it's a lot of weeds and a lot of everything. So anyways, gonna work on some meal prep here. I'm gonna peel and then use this to chop some sweet potatoes. So we're gonna roast some sweet potatoes in the oven because, you know, why not turn my oven on when it's 100 degrees outside? But I just thought I'd show you kind of what we're doing for supper tonight. Using some veggies, as much local as we can. So now I have all the sweet potatoes chopped up evenly, spray with this, and I'm going to heavily season these because these are gonna go with some meat and other vegetables, but sweet potatoes are gonna take the longest to cook. So I'm gonna get these started and then I'm gonna chop up some zucchini so we can have those as well. But I'm just gonna roast some veggies and then we'll see, you can see what I make with it. Okay, so right now we have 4 pounds of venison cooking up. Now, kind of joke around here in Illinois, the deer are corn-fed, so it's not as lean as most deer, so it tastes pretty good. This is all going to become taco meat, and that's going to be with the sweet potatoes in the oven, or kind of like taco meat. Pots are boiling. I've got all these chickpea pasta. I'm gluten-free, and so I might as well get the protein pasta in there. So I'm gonna use 4 of those. I'm gonna make some pasta salads, make a homemade dressing with Dijon mustard, a little bit of Worcestershire, and some other stuff. This will go in that pasta salad, and so will some peppers, onions, some fresh cucumbers that I already have diced up in the fridge from the other day. There's supposed to be tomatoes in it, completely forgot, and then I have feta cheese as well. So we're kind of multitasking. In the oven are those sweet potatoes. Ooh, look at that, foggy, imagine that. Sweet potatoes on top, and then the zucchini and onions were underneath. Over here, got more onions and peppers chopped up, and I think I'm gonna put about half of this and then with the taco meat that you saw cooking, and then I'm gonna keep half of it, I think, for that pasta salad, and that will work out pretty well. I'm not a big raw onion person. One of my daughters isn't really either that's gonna eat it with me, and so we'll put most of the onion in there and keep some of the peppers back, and then we'll cut some more peppers for the pasta salad too. And then if you look in here, I have 5 pounds of pork sausage. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use, I believe, I don't know, maybe 3 pounds to go with the zucchini in the oven. For those bowls I'll make up for the week. And then the other 2 I'm gonna make some breakfast burritos with. And then I'll have to cook up some eggs. So we'll have sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast burritos. That has been a request, and breakfast has been rough lately. So anyways, I'm trying to get that all done tonight. We're working on it together. Those are just some clean dishes. Garbage that's burned. We live in the country, so I always have burned garbage and throw away garbage. But that is the plan, using up all of this wonderful produce that we have. And I got some garlic scapes that I will probably chop up and put in here as well. I forgot about those, so we'll see. Need to see if I can get those in there cooked up. But it's going pretty well.